There are many ways to eat a cup of coffee, to drink a cup of coffee with a piece of cake. Now let's say I take bread or coffee or cake and I kind of soak it in the coffee. And really, let's say the coffee, the cake or the bread is a little stale or got a little hard. So I'm kind of putting coffee on it to soften it up. But really all I want to eat is the bread or the cake. And I want the coffee to soften up the cake. In such a case where really there's an indication that all you want to do is eat the cake, and that it's only because it's a little dry or stale that you're putting it in the coffee, in such a case, there's no doubt that the cake is ikar, and you make the bracha of mizonot and you ignore the coffee. The opposite is also true, that if you're drinking something sharp, and that's what you want to do, but you want to kind of reduce the sharpness by putting in some cake that has sugar in it. And then you eat them together, since primarily you want to drink the coffee, you make the bracha on the coffee and you ignore the cake. Since this is a difficult halacha to determine on the spot, maybe it's better that you should first drink a little bit of the drink, which is very sharp, and then eat a little bit of the cake, so you solve the problem. What happens if I put a piece of cake into a cup of coffee? Like I'm going to spoon it out, and my intention originally is that I like it that way. I like the coffee and I like the cake and I like them together. Then it would seem that he should make a bracha on both of them. And in such a case, it may be that he should make a bracha on the coffee before he makes a bracha on the cake. Because if he makes a bracha on the cake first, then maybe he doesn't have to make a bracha on the coffee, on the cake, on the coffee afterwards. If he makes a bracha on the cake, then maybe he doesn't have to make a bracha on the coffee. But if he makes a bracha on the coffee first, then certainly he would have to make a bracha on the case as well. So we see that when you eat things together, we eat foods together that can be eaten separately and that often are eaten separately, we run into these kinds of halachic conundrums.